tell me I'm lying. Straight women can get away with stuff that straight men cannot. For example, this past weekend was my wife's best friend's birthday celebration. So there was an idea for my wife to fly to New York to attend this birthday celebration because they hadn't seen each other in a little bit. So after my wife arrived in New York and got settled in, her best friend's sister came to pick her up. So when they got to the house, she told my wife she can't see us when we come in. So I'm gonna open up the door and say, honey, I'm home. And then you're gonna walk in, not realizing that when she saw her best friend, she would have no clothes on. So when my wife walks in, her best friend is on the floor, I guess looking for something with no clothes. And then when she finally sees my wife, gets excited, gets up, runs over, and they embrace. They embrace with no clothes on. Now let's shift this scenario to me. If this was my best friend and I'm showing up to surprise him, not knowing his attire, if I walk in and he stands up and see me and his man unit is just dangling about the place, it's not going to be the same embrace. I'm sorry. I came there to celebrate your birthday, not get into a fencing match is all I'm saying. We just can't do the same. We're not the same. And not saying that I'm jealous that y'all ladies could do that. But y'all could just do stuff we cannot, respectfully, of course.
Women get to do things at work that men can never do. If you're an attractive man that works with women, you know what I'm talking about. She can slap you on your ass in front of everybody at work and they gonna laugh that shit off. Oh my God, Michelle, you're so funny. You're a riot. She could grab you by your balls in front of the manager and the manager won't say nothing. He'll just laugh it off. Oh my God, Brittany, girl, you crazy. Haha, get back to work. As a man, you do any of that shit, you gonna get fired. Straight to human resources. Your coworker can straight up ask you for sex. Hey, what's good? And she won't get in trouble for that. As a man, if you do that, you out of there. You getting written up. You fired.
These are three things girls can't do or have, but us boys can't because they will get mad at us. Part 1, toma. For number 1, you got the late replies. Yo, bro, you can never text a girl late. Like, if she texted you at 5:30, you have to text at 5:30 or 5:31, or she's gonna think you're cheating. Yo, bro, it's always something. Yo hay algo siempre, coño. For number 2, it's okay for them to have a boy best friend, but it's not okay for us to have a girl best friend. Dije porque, oh no, porque tú le vas a hacer vaina, vayas al diablo. If I can't have one, you can't either. I'm supposed to be your boy best friend. Tú te estás volviendo loca, eh. Last but not least is the going out. They could always go out with their girls. They que, oh, baby, I'm going to go out con la muchacha. Pero si uno dice, baby, I'm going to go out with the boys, es un problema. De que, oh, tú me vas a pegar los cuernos. Tú no viste lo que Manolo le hizo a Manolo. Váyase al diablo.
The hardest thing for a woman to do, especially a qualified woman to do, is submit to a man that hasn't earned it. Because here you are pretending to be weak in order for this man to be strong. Pretending to not be knowledgeable so that this man feels more qualified. Find you somebody that's already put together. If you keep thinking that you can yoke yourself with unqualified men, and these men are going to make it feel safe enough to be submissive, you're going to have a hard time not being combative. Because this is leading you left when you're supposed to be going right, and you know it. It is so much easier to be submissive in relationships to people that are qualified to handle a said task that you give them. Somebody that's not driven by ego or pride, but somebody that's driven by the embetterment of the relationship. Someone that thinks about your needs and your wants and not necessarily their selfish desires. I'm saying, I have no issue with a man wanting a submissive woman. I have no issue with a woman wanting to be submissive. I have an issue where it's blind submission, where it's submission that's given and not earned, where a man feels like just because he got a he deserves submission, and a woman feels like just because she got a man, he's worthy of being submissive.
There are men out there that will take advantage of you in regards to the things that you can do for them. And I really believe that the less you do for a man, the more that they do for you. Men don't fall in love with you the more that you do for them. This was actually said by my own guy friend. He told me that the girl that he had to work really hard for, the girl that didn't give him much at all to work with, she was very spacey with replies to him. She'd only talk to him very here and there. She would not give anything to him. She would not pay for him. She would not do any of that stuff that I see a lot of girls doing these days. But it made him way more intrigued with her. He was absolutely obsessed with her. He wanted to do more for her because she was doing literally nothing for him at all. Now, counter this with a girl that he met the other day, and she completely liked him immediately, okay? She offered to literally pay for his trip to Vegas for his birthday, and she was just offering all of these things that she could do for him. And what does he do with that? He literally is like, that's cool and all for him, but he was not, like, that did not make him like her more. You know what I mean? And she was a really cool girl, was what he said. But it didn't get him to want to really do anything for her whatsoever. In fact, he told me that he'd honestly would rather be with her just so he can get the most out of this girl. So all I'm telling you is, men know that they will not appreciate you as much if you're doing so much things for them, especially if they haven't really earned it, or even then if you are putting them on a pedestal and you're offering all of these things that you can do for them. They don't appreciate you that much. The more you prioritize yourself as a woman and less on that man, the more he will be drawn to you, because that's just how their brains work. And you know what my guy friend said to me as well? He said, Ashley, you need to get the most out of these men. Get the most out of these men, because they know we hold a lot of power. They know that our energy is priceless, and they will do what it takes for the right girl. So promise, you're allowed to ask for whatever the hell you want to ask for. And if someone is not going to do that, someone else will. This is confirmed with my own guy friend. And I asked him, okay, so this girl that's doing all this stuff for you, like, does that make you like her? And he's like, no. The girl that I had to work really hard for is way more intriguing to me and way more interesting. That just keeps me on my toes, and I'm like obsessed with this girl. So you need to make these men like obsessed with you. Do less. I promise you'll get way more.